And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. Today we are back in Hamilton, Hamilton, New Jersey. Okay, not Philadelphia or not Pennsylvania like I kept saying last video. So we're in Hamilton, and we're gonna be heading up to Massachusetts today, up to Tanner Hill Airport. It's a little small airfield, a little further up there. So weather-wise, honestly, it's pretty good. Like, this is actually what the place looks like without all the snow and stuff. I'm surprised to see that it's pretty much sunny and good. I'm almost a little wary of that because of what happened in our previous trip, well, in the Kodiak. So from what I'm seeing, everything looks all right weather-wise. So I think we should be good here. Just gonna take a quick look at where we are heading. So Tanner Hill Airport, the weather up there, pretty much the same. It's all good. So it looks like we're gonna have a pretty smooth flight today, knock on wood, because who knows what's gonna happen. What I will do is I'm gonna back out on the range a little bit, and I'm gonna see if we have. Yeah, next red's on. But there is a band of bad weather. Alright, I'll try and show you guys here on windy.com. So my apologies once again if it's all messed up. But there is a band of bad weather here currently. That's going to be bringing a lot of snow and precipitation in the area. It looks like we're going to be able to avoid that for the most part. We're basically going to be flying kind of from this area up to kind of around here somewhere. So we're avoiding all the snow. We're avoiding all of the other whatever this is. So I think we should be all right. We already have the engine started. Have a load today. Actually, it's a combination of passengers and cargo. So look, got the passengers here. Oh, it's the same people as last time. Hello. So it's supposed to be 5 passengers, but I guess we could only show 4. And about 400 pounds of cargo in the back as well. So let's get the flight started, and we're going to go ahead and start our taxi over to runway 03. Get our taxi lights on, and the weather is 4 degrees C, so our pitot heat can come on as well. So if anybody saw the last video, well, our last Kodiak video, that was probably the best landing I've done in the Kodiak so far, which is kind of sad, seeing as that was the worst weather I've experienced in the Kodiak. So, not really too sure what happened there, but I will take it. And let's hope that this trip will be equally as smooth a landing. Can't even move this thing on the ground right. Very beautiful here though. I'm actually kind of surprised. But as I said, last time I saw this whole area was covered in snow, so I need to learn as well to take my time in taxiing in this aircraft. I feel like I move a little too fast all the time. Alright, so we are at the threshold. Gonna get our strobe lights on. Landing lights can come on as well. I may start looking into some ice protection once we get up in the air, but we'll see. The sky is pretty clear for now, but as we know, that could probably change in an instant. And I don't know if you guys saw it as we were moving around the next red. As we were moving around, the next red was picking up the weather kind of out here in the Atlantic Ocean, which is pretty bad. So it looks like it's pretty far away from us, so that's good. Alright, let's get into position for takeoff, or we can actually just do a rolling start. Pretty much have our flaps set, trims are set, fuel cutoffs, all of those are on, landing lights on. I think we are good to go, folks, so let's go. Takeoff power set. And rotate.
Airborne time log.
You look on the right. The next red, you can see the weather coming up on the next red. Nice smooth departure. Probably shouldn't jinx it. Okay, just got our autopilot turned on and configured while everything was still pretty calm and under control. I know a lot of people prefer to hand fly their planes, and I feel you on that, but sometimes I just want to get in the air and relax. Alright, so we're actually not climbing at all right now, and we're trying to reach 13,000 feet, so I'm going to go into flight level change, and I'm just going to start decreasing the speed. climb out at about 120 maybe. Alright. Cruising altitude for today is going to be 13,000 as usual. It seems that that's what Simworks gives us pretty much every time. Don't know why. I'd love to fly some kind of lower flights or lower altitude flights. But yeah, that's constantly what we're given, so that's sort of weird. This looks a little better here. As I said, this is the weather that's right off the east coast of the United States right now. It's actually moving up towards me here in Canada. We're actually supposed to get a bunch of snow today because of that. So, wintertime blues, you know how it goes. We are climbing out nice and smooth today. Our flight time is supposed to be an hour and 19 minutes, I think. It's not too long. So for the most part, I'm expecting a pretty uneventful flight. This airport that we're heading to, once again, has no published approaches. In fact, there's 2 runways, just over 3,000 feet. Well, one runway with 2 ends, sorry, just over 3,000 feet. So we're going to be going to runway 06, which means pretty much we're going to be doing I guess a right turn to get onto the runway. Oh no, there we go. I just put the range out. So no, we should be basically flying straight in, which is good. So we're in a good position now. Not much weather to worry about. And it's going to be like a pretty much direct approach. So I'm happy about that because I hate surprises. And last flight was way too many surprises for me. So my heart can't take all that. If you look above us, looks like got some traffic over our heads. I wonder if it shows up here. Not seeing it. Forgot as well. Let's dial back our RPM. Always try to pull it back to around 2,000 feet per minute. 2,000 RPM, sorry. Getting so confused today. Alright, close enough. That'll do. We're climbing at about 1,000 feet per minute, just a little below that. That is alright with me. As long as nothing crazy is going on, I'm fine. We can increase our climb rate a little more if we just slow down, but I'm happy with this for now. Oh, there's another flight. Yeah, we've got a lot going on in the skies today. Alright, so as I mentioned, we're going to be going to Tanner Hill Airport, which is in Barre, Massachusetts. I don't know how you pronounce that. Barre. So Tanner Hill Airport is a public airport owned by the GNC Group of Action, who purchased the field from Leonard A. Tanner Estate. It is one runway, averages 30 flights per week, and has approximately 25 aircraft and hang gliders based on the field. So I'm actually hoping that this is an airport, not a patch of grass in the middle of the field that I have to find. We shall see. What I'll do as usual for my visual approaches is I will get down to about maybe 1,500 feet or so. That's what I normally descend to. Try and get down to that a few nautical miles before the runway or before the airport, and then we'll just try and spot the airport visually, get configured, and land. So, as I said, hopefully this will be an uneventful trip, and I will catch you when we have started our descent. Alright? It's your boy Flyland Guy. I'll be back. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We have started our descent into Tanner Hill Airport, and looks like the weather has deteriorated slightly. There's definitely some menacing-ish looking clouds in the area, which has made for an actually kind of interesting descent. Kind of cleared most of it though. But yeah, getting through it was a little iffy. Actually, it wasn't any like major turbulence or anything. It just looked worse than anything else. It seemed like it looked bad. As I mentioned before, there's no published approach, so really all I'm doing right now is just trying to get down to 1,500 feet. That's normally my go-to altitude for doing visual approaches. What I need to do though is just check. Alright, I'm actually gonna go to 2,000 because the elevation of the airport is about, well, it's close to 600 feet. So going down to 1,500 is going to be a little low. The plan right now is to descend about, get down to our altitude at about 5 to 10 nautical miles out. This current leg is, I think, 28.6 nautical miles from BAF to the actual airport. Doing my calculations, if I was doing about 140 knots to get down from 13,000 to, well, I did 1,500 feet. I should have done 2,000. To get down to that altitude, to cover that full distance, I'd have to do about 1,100 feet per minute. So what I've done is basically just started my descent about 5 nautical miles or so before hitting the BAF waypoint. So it should give us a few nautical miles to play with once we hit our assigned altitude, well, our designated altitude of now 2,000 feet. The only thing now is that we're gonna have to really do some searching to find the airport, and it's gonna be even more difficult to see with all the snow in the area, so I might end up just doing a flyover. Then if I see it, we'll kind of circle around and actually do the landing. Overall though, as I said, this has been a great flight. I was getting some pretty good visuals of the eastern seaboard as we were descending. We actually flew over JFK, which is one of the waypoints. Got to see a very snowy New York in the distance. So lots of cool little sights and stuff to see on the way. But now our focus is just going to be getting down to our assigned altitude and finding this airport. Looks like we're actually going to get down like way ahead of time, so that's cool. We're at now just over 4,000 feet, so 2,000 feet to go, and we are 15 nautical miles away from the airport. We're scheduled to land on runway 06, and our current heading is 078. So looks like we'll be looking to do a left turn or a slight left deviation to land, which is fine. Once again, while I don't mind doing visual approaches, my confidence in this aircraft is just not there yet. So I was a little worried about flying and landing in this sky because my track record for landing is not the greatest. Alright, so we are pretty low right now. A little lower than I'm comfortable with, but I think we should be alright. Really at this point, I'm just trying to keep the airport in view. Alright, 138. Just gonna go flaps 1. I'm just gonna slowly get configured to land, just in case we've got to kind of do a last minute type thing. We are below the clouds though, which is good, so I don't think we have to worry too much about that. We are 8.4 nautical miles from the airport. I still have no idea where it is. So it should be pretty much straight ahead of us. So that's where we're going. That's our next waypoint is the airport. The snow is going to make everything confusing. Is that the airport there? This could be it over here. I have no idea. Can't be it. This may be the airport right out here. I don't know, everything looks the same. I can't tell. So I think we're gonna have to do a flyover for now. This is why I like island flying, because you don't have a whole ton of land to look over. The airport should really just be the only thing there, as you see. It says we're 3 nautical miles out now. It pretty much should be like right on top of the airport. The weird thing is this could be it here. That has to be it. Yep, that's it. That's it. That was very hard to see. So what I'm going to do is autopilot off. I'm going to do like a little circle around. I guess kind of the last thing I want to do is lose the airport. To be honest, I've already lost it. I don't know where it is now. that's it there. This may take a few passes, folks, so bear with me. Wish we had a VOR or something to work with. Watch my airspeed as well. All right. I'll have to find it again. I'm almost past it, so I missed it again. Alright, this is it below us. Okay. So I'm gonna do something I don't advise, and I'm just gonna stay very low, well, very close to it. I'm gonna do a left base leg. I need to keep it in sight because it's easy to miss. So that's it down there. Alright, we got this covered, folks. We're good this time. I don't know why I didn't think of doing this to begin with. Alright, we're going to turn onto base.
60 at 3 knots.
500. 500.
Landing time log.
Okay, that wasn't my proudest landing moment. I think I even went off the runway at one point there. That's one thing I hate about snow, and probably not the best time of year to be landing at these tiny airports, but it's all good. Alright. I'm just gonna turn off here. All up on the grass. Alright. A little too close to this building. Flaps are down too.
Engine off time log. Flight is finished. It has been monitored by On Air.
Alright folks, and that is it. Wouldn't say it's one of my proudest landings, but you know, there's been worse, as you've seen. There's been a lot better. Alright. Cool. So, that is it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this flight and didn't get too irritated by me getting lost. But flying this Kodiak is very surprisingly, challengingly, and frustratingly fun. So it just doesn't behave as, its flight characteristics aren't as stable as like everything else that I've flown so far. So that's why a lot of these landings just feel so much more challenging. Anyway, that's pretty much it for today, folks. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Big up to everybody who has subscribed. And I will be back in another few days as per usual. So be sure to look out for that. And outside of that, take care, everybody. Stay safe. And most importantly, stay fly. I'm out. Peace.